So therefore, it's for you to say they're not entitled to get leave. No, the onus to achieve leave is on the applicant, the onus to prove to the court that they should. It's a very low threshold, as we know. Well, it is, but it's still a threshold, and it's up to the applicant to meet that threshold, not to the state respondent. And they have the onus of proof that this case reaches that threshold. It's up to them to put in their submission setting out why, and then the state can respond. It's not up to the state to say, well, these are the reasons why perhaps it might, and these are the reasons we say it doesn't. We have to have something to respond to. Sorry, the state has to, when presenting legislation... Stop it, Miss O'Doherty. The country under mass house arrest, you should be able to defend it. Miss O'Doherty, we're discussing procedural matters, not the substance of your complaint. We're discussing procedural matters, how we get this application for leave on for hearing. Yes, that is what I'm doing. We have already presented our case. Now, Miss O'Doherty, could you please just listen to me? What they're saying is that before you get leave in the circumstance, you must show that you're entitled to get leave for judicial review. Do you understand? And that's your decision, Judge. We have presented our case. No. Because the country is under mass house arrest. There is, Miss O'Doherty. People are afraid to go out onto the streets. Miss O'Doherty, obviously you have access to some legal input. What the state is saying is, you have to show the court that in these circumstances of your application, you're entitled to an order giving you leave to seek judicial review, okay? And we know the bar. I'm sorry, that is a procedural matter, okay? So that's not our understanding, Judge. Our understanding is that the bar is set fairly low. It is. That's what I said. It's a low threshold. And we have made a case that this country, the people of our country, are under mass house arrest at the moment. Mr. Doherty. Are interrogated by members of An Garda Síochána. Why are you acting like a bloody fool? Every time they go out on the roads. This is an outrageous attack on our fundamental... Mr. Doherty, again, you're just going back to what your claim is. What we are dealing with at the moment is the hearing of the application for leave. Now, there should be no hearing. We have set out our grounds. Do you want, Mr. O'Doherty? By now, the courts should have granted us leave, and you know that, and all of you know that. That's your view, Mr. Doherty. That's your view, Mr. Doherty. You will have this. When we go back into bankruptcy again, it'll be all of your fault. Because you are messing with the fact that we are not lawyers, and that's a first year... Mr. Doherty, do you want, Mr. Waters, perhaps you might listen to me. Do you want an opportunity to put in legal submissions on the issue of applying for leave? That you're entitled to, I believe we will be appealing this decision. That you're entitled to get. Do you want an opportunity to put in submissions? I believe we will be appealing this decision. Clearly, that is an attempt, as you intimated, an attempt to turn this procedure, which is an application for leave, yes, into the substantive hearing. No. That is clearly what's happening. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. That is clearly what... That is clearly it's clearly, yes, that's what I'm trying to avoid, Mr. Waters. Well, I would very much wish to avoid it. Yes. Because that's what they're trying to achieve. No, Judge. No, sorry, Mr. Meehan, stop. It's quite clear. Mr. Waters, I have a simple question for you. We're going to have a hearing about the application for leave. Yes. Not the leave itself, the application for leave. There's going to be a hearing. Do you understand? Yes, I understand, yes. Now, do you want an opportunity to put in legal submissions as to why you say you're entitled to leave? We've already done so. No, you haven't. No, that's a substantive. I'm just talking about the leave application. Do you want an opportunity to put in legal submissions as to why you and Miss O'Doherty are entitled to leave to seek judicial review? There's no difficulty, Judge. We can respond within 24 hours of receiving whatever. No, you have to. There is an issue now. Are you or aren't you entitled to get leave to seek judicial review? I'm just asking you a question. Do you want an opportunity to put in legal submissions as to why, in the circumstances of this case, you, Mr. Waters, and Miss O'Doherty are entitled to get leave? Do you want that? We've done it already. I believe we've already done the necessary, basically. Do you want to do that? Taking the basic steps What is happening here? There is an attempt to turn the application for leave into a pseudo trial of the substantive issue, and I'm attempting to stop that, Mr. Waters. I'm attempting to ensure that doesn't happen, Mr. Waters. It may well be that we will have no choice but to go to the Court of Appeal on this.
Immediately! Immediately!
Very good. Well, so be it, Mr. Waters. So be it.
You denied entry to the public, which is unconstitutional. This has been a most important hearing because some of the statements that have been made by the state in here today and by yourself, Judge, would leave a first-year law student embarrassed.